crickets, 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 crickets.
I would like to try to give you an idea of the relationship between my daughter and me. From the day she gave her first cry into this world, she has had me jumping. I mean literally jumping to the tune of her desires, her whims, her romances, her ambitions, her longing for such things as a baby grand piano, her insane wish to live in her own apartment when she had a perfectly comfortable home, her indomitable will to come west to study when it could have been done so much cheaper at home. But that isn't the issue. Somehow, with her driving determination and my never-ending desire to please her and help her find her own happiness and place in her world, together we have gotten this far. We have had numerous good times and a few bad times together, but always we were together when the chips were down. And that is what really matters. That is the way I want it to always be, that we are together. My daughter is loving as a puppy one moment, fractious as an angry cat the next, riding on cloud nine when her talents and efforts are being appreciated and noticed, depressed and low in spirit and almost to the clawing stage at the establishment when she's being severely criticized. And in coping with these up and down emotional changes in her disposition, I, as her mother, am just the opposite. I am slow to anger, slow to get excited. I move slowly in making decisions. But to keep my balanced relationship with my daughter, I must shift my emotions, my directions, my decisions much more rapidly, or I would lose her completely. My daughter knows how much I care, how strong I would be for her, whether she is right or wrong. There are many material things I would love to give her, but due to circumstances, I can't. And on the other side of the picture, there are many things I have given her that she didn't want. Many times I've tried to do something for her, and she won't let me. She seems to have a protective feeling for me. She often keeps me from being foolish and extravagant by flatly saying, "No, Mother, I don't want you to do that for me." I will always give my daughter my love, my time. I will honor her privacy and give her a sincere understanding. If I do these things, she in turn will keep the lines of communication open. And I will be spared the anxiety and heartache that we see so often these days between mothers and daughters. She will know that I will treat her as an honorable, trustworthy individual, because a daughter will naturally tend to become what you expect her to be. Through methods such as these, I hope to guide her indirectly and to savor as many heartbreaks as a parent can. My daughter and I have learned a great deal from each other. She keeps me young in my thinking by sharing many of her ideas, her dreams, her innermost thoughts with me when she's in a sharing mood. She also has her deep, quiet times when all that matters seems to be locked in her. And if I play it smart at all, I won't probe, I won't wheedle, I won't get angry, I'll just wait. I understand her well enough now to know that only when she's willing to share her secrets with me, when she feels like talking, when she's in a generous mood, then and only then will we have our real moments of love and understanding. It is then that I know she loves me deeply also. We have written literally thousands of letters since she came to the West. And do you know I learned a great deal about her even when she left me? I was so afraid she wouldn't write, that I would be lucky to get 3 or 4 letters a year. But how differently that story turned out. So many parents think they know their children, and really they don't know them at all. See how wrong I was about her wanting to stay in close contact with home, with the ones that love her so very dearly. We were vital to her happiness, even though the miles separated us. But real feeling and affection stay the same. Neither time nor distance can alter it. A mother's love is something that no one can really explain. It is made of deep devotion with a lot of pain and sacrifice. It is unselfish and enduring, and my daughter knows that nothing can destroy my love for her. And to me, the greatest part of it all is that I feel she cares just as much for me. I've never tried to be any paragon of virtue, never tried to be anything except me. And believe me, she knows I am a human being with all the faults and weaknesses of any average loving mother. I feel that we have a terrific relationship. I certainly would not be here if that were not true. Loving her, enjoying her adventures, cheering her when troubles come, letting her know I'm always there if she needs me, trying not to smother her, never saying no if I can say yes, communicating with her regardless of the subject. All these have caused our wonderful mother-daughter relationship, which I prize above all else in my life. We have had heartbreaking misunderstandings, such as the time she moved from her home and left me alone, but felt she was right to make that decision. We have had moments of exultation, such as when she called to say she had won her concerto contest. We have survived many such times of both the bitter and the sweet. And I am sure there are many more moments such as these to come in the years ahead. But I'm firmly convinced that we will live through them all and become closer and more understanding of each other, because we both know that each of us care. We would be nothing to each other if we did not have this love and affection.
About midnight, someone entered the room, and felt his way to where he heard me breathing. 3 to 5 bedrooms, blended tomato paste, salad dressing, water, and Worcestershire. He quietly took off his clothes, and slipped into bed. Snipers and arsonists made daring daylight raids in the heart of Detroit's riot area late today. 2.5 to 3.5 baths. He put his arm over me, and felt my cunt. Tossed with steak, cubes to board. 4 persons were wounded in a wild gun battle outside a police station. House on the city's riot-ravaged west side. He opened the lips and rubbed about the clitoris, and then tried to push his finger up. Basement, cover and marinate. Few hours are overnight in refrigerator. On television sets throughout the city, football teams seem to have 33 players, 33 coaches, and 3 coaches. It looked very red, while the rich juices of her previous fuck trickled down her bottom. Ed Sullivan comes on as twins. A Negro teenager in a green shirt jumped in through the shattered window, selected a shiny new straw hat, put it on, and strode away with a grin on his face. He took out his prick, and held it in his hand while he opened the lips of her cunt. Alternate, steak, onion, green pepper and tomatoes on 4 15-inch skewers. It was the largest prick I ever saw, and he had a tremendous head. Focus 12 is a handsome compact unit that attaches easily to any TV set. The huge brick must have filled her belly. Oversized two-car side entry garage, black-topped driveway, and storage area. Place on broiler pan. Raving bands of defiant young Negroes, some wearing shiny new clothes they pranced through the debris-crusted streets in the heavily Negro Central Ward. 2-zone hot water. Heat. Brush meat with marinade, and vegetables with oil. The monstrous brick was in my cunt. Expansion level for 2 extra bedrooms and bath. I felt it everywhere. When you got a job to do, reach for something good to chew. Chewing helps you stand the pace, any time and any place. To grasp my buttocks. Stratford, walled country kitchen with adjoining laundry room, mudroom, and lavatory. He lifted me up, broiled 4 to 5 inches from heat, 15 to 20 minutes. Hi ho, hey, chew your little troubles away. As he rose, I passed my arms round his neck and crossed my legs over his back. Hi ho, hey, to Wrigley Spearmint gum. Give it to me. Baby, oh man, give it to me all the way. Fuck me, and don't ever stop. It focuses the image of the channel you select by shielding the direct signal from all outside interference. Antique brick and rustic hand split shingle exterior. 2 suction fans, lift carpet, lift beta bars, loosen dirt and revolving brushes, whisk dirt into fan jet, suction stream. Turn on and baste often. Ranches and colonials from $35,990. Work goes faster, smoother too. Life seems brighter when you chew. Every nerve within me Every note with rapture, he sought into my vitals, he sought into a stream of gushing sperm, Hi ho, hey, hey, to Wrigley spearmint gum, a loud, thunderous explosion, in a flash of brilliant light jarred this small northeastern Oklahoma town. Early today, a long abandoned zinc mine, swallowing two houses, and injuring five persons on full 1 acre estate.
Relativity.
Electron.
Component of
Energy.
Mass.
Light is light is light is connecting link
Between. Mass.
energy
Mass.
energy
Mass.
energy light links light energy light energy mass light energy 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 mass energy light light energy energy light mass energy light energy Link.
Language.
Spectrum.
White.
Light. White light. White. Language. Link. Link.
Language.
Link. Spectrum.
White language.
White light. White light. Language. Light. White light. Light.
Link.
Spectrum.
Link.
Light. Spectrum.
Link.
Spectrum. Language. Link. Spectrum. Spectrum.
White.
Light. Light. Link. Language. Spectrum. Link. Light.
Link.
Spectrum. White light. Spectrum. White light. Language. Language. Light. White. Spectrum. Light. Spectrum.
Link.
White light. Spectrum. Language. Spectrum. Light.
Link.
Language. Language. Spectrum.
Language.
Spectrum.
Language. White.
White. White light.
Language.
White light.
White.
Language. White light. Language. Light. Light. Light.
Link.
Spectrum. 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 White light. Language. Link.
Language.
Spectrum.
White.
Spectrum.
Language.
White light. White light.
White.
White light. White light. White. Spectrum. Light. White.
Link.
White.
Light.
Spectrum.
Orange. Yellow. Green. Blue. Violet. Red. Orange. Yellow. Green. Blue. Violet. Red. Orange. Yellow. Green. Blue. Violet. Red. Orange. Yellow. Green. Blue. Violet. Yellow. Green. Violet.
The velocity of light is the same for all observers, irrespective of their own velocity. The velocity of light is the same, irrespective of their own velocity. The velocity is the same, irrespective of their own velocity. Irrespective of the same, irrespective.
Is it possible to conceive an absolute truth? Is it true that the velocity of light is absolute?
Velocity, 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 velocity,
The silence you have just heard was the velocity of light.
Dai nam Torero tu bang, 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 bang,
rock of my soul in the bosom of Abraham, rock of my soul in the bosom of Abraham, rock of my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Oh, rock of my soul. Rock of my soul in the bosom of Abraham, rock of my soul in the bosom of Abraham, rock of my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Oh, rock of my soul. I said, rock of my soul. Oh, yes, rock of my soul, my brother. Rock of my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Rock of my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Rock of my soul in the bosom of the babies. Rock of my soul in the bosom of the babies. Rock of my soul. I said, slow my soul. I said, my soul, my mother, my soul in the bosom of Abraham. I say, rock of my soul, rock of my soul, rock of my rock of the rock of my soul, rock of my soul, rock of my soul in the bosom of rock of my soul in the bosom of rock of my soul in the bosom of oh, rock of my soul. I said, rock of my soul. I said, rock of my, where's my mother? Rock of my soul in the I said, rock my where my babies at, rock of my the babies at, rock of my rock of my I said,
The forms of things bear their own particular message. Here on Caldor 5, there is an unsettling irrationality about many artifacts. That mountain in the distance, Angdor, I think they call it. Why should it look like a pyramid point down? Or take this forest. Some of the trees are 10 feet in diameter. Why should they all lie flat upon the ground? Or those birds, the magpie, who build their nests upon the air and who work in relays to support its weight? Why do clouds regularly form themselves into arches? These are only the more evident mysteries, and each mystery has a mystery hidden within it. I suppose they are all rationally explicable, even predictable, but not by me. What worries me most just at the moment is this. Why do mirrors on Caldor 5 never reflect back what looks into them? In some ways, my position is ridiculous. Thanks to mechanico-hypnosis, I can speak 3 of the major languages on Caldor, but my sense of nuance is completely off. I have the same trouble in speaking Spanish. We Terrans tend to believe that language is always intentional, that sentences are equations denoting operations, orders, sensations, that words mean what they say. But this is untrue, even on Earth, and especially here on Caldor. Words are intentional here also, but they tend to be used for other purposes. Words are used with extreme indirection. To them, I suppose, it's all very logical and inevitable. It is not impossible to extract the meaning from most exchanges. What is tedious is the work involved. Because this great effort must be made with everything, nothing comes easy, nothing can be taken for granted. This must explain the high rate of emotional malfunction amongst interactors. The problems of extraterrestrial exploration are always the same. First problem, how to stay alive. Second, close on its heels, how to stay sane. The uncertainty tends to be maximized. The biggest danger on an alien planet might well be anxiety. Culture shock is the problem. An overload of novelty is insupportable. One tends to blank out, to stop registering, or to do so in a hasty, inattentive manner. Decision-making is also affected disastrously. There are too many imponderables to be weighed, too many courses of action to be chosen among, and always on the basis of insufficient information. A paralysis of the will sets in. One reaches a point where you can't decide whether to make fried eggs or boiled eggs. Everything must stop while this decision is being made, and when it has been made, one is too exhausted to eat. I used to think that exploring an alien planet would be like seeing a very strange movie. I was prepared for that, but I had not counted on the fact that I would be a participant, not a spectator. Linnea came by today to see how I was getting on, or at least I presume that is why she came. I find her presence both disturbing and comforting. I have grown accustomed to her anatomical differences. Her extreme physical flexibility, a trait she shares with most other Kaldorians, is still a wonder to me. The appearance is one of bonelessness, especially in arms, legs, neck. She can turn her head a full 180 degrees and look directly behind her. I have asked her not to do this in my presence. I have every reason to believe, though I have not yet verified it, that her sexual structures, concealed under her clothing, are similar to those of a Terran woman. Will I ever find this out by actual experience? I should not be thinking such thoughts. Her face is a long oval, delicately proportioned, beautiful by Earth standards. She has a faint Eurasian look, but ironically enough, she would not be considered exotic on Earth. She could pass unnoticed in a crowd on Earth, except for her walk, of course, which is sinuous, flowing, faintly repelling, faintly exciting. Her appearance doesn't bother me, quite the contrary, but her mind. One cannot expect to understand any woman, I suppose, but what is one to do about an alien woman? Nothing, of course. Anyhow, what would Linnea want with me? In her eyes, I must be a freak, both in appearance and mentality. Derniche is in his 50s, apparently, a lean, spare man of great dignity, a holder of a seat on the council. He came here today and tried to warn me about something. I do not know what it is. Despite my best efforts, and his, I could not make it out. He seems to have no specific danger in mind, yet I cannot believe that a man of Derniche's intelligence would waste his time and effort on a general statement about the danger of the world. So I may have missed a subtlety in Derniche's speech. God knows what else I've missed, and what wrong assumptions I am operating on here. Still, I wish I knew whether or not there is a specific danger to me. I was a volunteer in the first extraterrestrial exploration corps. We were all very young and idealistic. I could conceive of nothing more noble and important than the task of exploring the planets, establishing contact with other intelligences, working toward a great harmony and cooperation. Now I can take that sort of thing or leave it. But then I was a zealot. I passed all of the tests, and I was among the first 1,000 to go ET. Our ships were small. They were not places in which to live. They were cocoons in which to hibernate. We were scattered into space like seeds cast to the winds. Well, we weren't exactly scattered. We were aimed, more or less. The ships were constructed to home on various selected planet-bearing stars, to examine those planets for various criteria, to awaken the explorer if the planet proved viable, and then to land, or to leave him in hibernation and travel on to an alternate target if the planet were unsuitable. Optimists thought that half of us might live to see an alien world if we were extremely lucky. Their predictions didn't matter to us. We considered this work a crusade. 20 ships were keyed to Caldor 5. Mine seems to be the only one that made it. Dernish came again today with 3 other members of the council. They harangued me for about 3 hours. They were all dressed in their ceremonial robes, I suppose to underline the seriousness of the occasion. It was hard to take them seriously. The 3 who accompanied Dernish might have been selected to exemplify the basic somatotypes. Grandinglang was a roly-poly endomorph, nearly bald, choleric, incoherent in his exasperation. Pan Wolfing was the mesomorph, a powerful man of medium height, blunt-featured, self-possessed, courteous, with an athlete's unconscious grace even in his smallest gestures. And Eliaming was the ectomorph, skinny and intellectual, brilliant and erratic, ancient and boyish at the same time. The 4 of them had come, I believe, to make me understand the danger I was in, something about night winds, and to make that danger more evident to me despite language difficulties. They supplemented each other's explanations, interrupted each other to clarify various points, introduced a historical background, argued about the import of various recent events concerning me. The result was chaotic, disturbing to all of us, uninformative, and not at all helpful. Dernish asked me to attend an important ceremony or holiday in the city in 3 days. It seems to be more than a casual invitation, so I shall attend. It begins at dawn tomorrow. There was a stiff breeze last night, the first I can remember in some weeks. Might not that be the night wind they have been referring to? I ate lunch, and Linnea still had not come. I lay down on the sofa and fell asleep. I had the following dream. I was walking down a twisty cobblestone street in an ancient village. 2 people came from the left and approached me. I started to ask them a question. They seemed afraid of me. They turned and ran. I ran after them, wishing to reassure them of my good intentions. But they would not listen to me. They ran faster, outdistancing me. Then I reached the center of the village, and there was a great bonfire in the plaza, and it rose higher, higher than the church. But I felt no heat. Then I woke up, shaking, frightened, cold with sweat. Linnea came just a moment after that. Linnea is very beautiful and loving. That is some compensation for the steady attrition of my humanity. We play a pretty domestic scene, Linnea and I. She brings me breakfast, walking briskly into the bedroom in her swirling morning coat. I drink a warm, mild stimulant, about the equivalent of coffee. I am the only person on Caldor who does this. Little habits like that help me to remember who I am. Then I work on my notes, slides, tapes. After lunch I go for a walk. Usually I turn away from the city into stubbled fields and second-growth forest. I take along a flute that Wolfing made for me. Its tones are not quite true, but I don't mind. My own tones are not quite true either. There is a hill several miles from here called Namasi. I usually climb it and sit on its pointed top all alone, playing my flute and resting my eyes on distant scenery. I play When You're a Long Way From Home and Amapola and Flying Down to Rio and other songs that are all but forgotten even on Earth. The songs sound strange in this place. The notes are a miniature invasion, bravely piped, soon lost in the immensities of Caldor. While playing, I am a Terran, but at night in Lannea's arms, I do not know what I am. Not a Caldorian by any means, not quite human either, a changeling perhaps. Lannea knows with her own wisdom who and what I am. Sometimes she holds me very tight, as if I might fly off into the vacuum of space. Sometimes she holds my face in her two hands, looks into my eyes, and makes a strange sound deep in her throat. Sometimes she squeezes my hand tight, tight. I do not think I will ever be rescued. I will live out my time here, and if there is a heaven or hell, it will be a Caldorian one to which I will be consigned. Or perhaps there is a special limbo for those who have severed their roots, who are no longer of one stock, not yet of another. In the meantime, I have no real complaints.
Else would a maiden's blush bepaint my cheek, for that which thou hast heard me speak tonight. Fain deny what I have spoke, but farewell compliment. Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word.
Cross the line. Cross the line.
Cross the line. Cross the line.
Ma, meter, madre, mami, magma, mamma, la materia che rimane di una sostanza spremuta, maire, mater, tu sei stata sempre spremuta, Madar. Ora riposi in un loculo, tra gente che non conosci, Maira, Madar. Tu che volevi figli con te, Mater, Matri, Matrem, sei sola, in una buca e non servono i fiori sulla lastra, Nuotar, mai il pensiero distaccato, lontano di altri, dei figli, Mutter, Matair. Sei stata la materia viva, mater materia, il sangue, il respiro, ai tuoi figli toccarli, Matra, mami, con le mani. Mat, sei la mano nell'aria di vita, l'idea sostanza che si tocca, Mair, Madar, Made, Masso, Magso, comprimo, Madia, sei la Madia compressa, materia creatrice, Matra, misura, Mater, Meter, metro, ordinatrice, ma ora sei sola nella cavità, Mami, Magi, Madar. L'inverno chiuso al gelo, indurito, feroce, prepara il fiore in segreto. Floss, fla, bla, gonfiare, blasen, soffiare, flio, bluen. Il primo vento caldo a primavera muove la terra, si gonfia tutto, blute, fioritura, blume, falan, germoglio, mischiude, il fiore esce, si illumina turgore splendido, floss, flox, fiamma della terra. Amore, amare, camare, cam, desirar, fissare le stelle, desiderare, ardere, am, camasi, cama, voglia, desir, camana, camim, aper, eber, capros, capos, cavare, vepri, cinghiale col grifo dentro la terra, passione, rosso, la terra, il cielo, umori, fuoco nel sangue che spinge, scava per rinascere nell'altro sangue, con le stelle, cambia. Procrusteletto, la misura greca, perfetta, procruo, croon, nei giri della luna, del sole craino, procrus, procron, lo stiratore spaziale dell'idea. Ma stirare sul letto, l'uomo infatti è misura di tutte le cose, il letto uomo, procruste, detto anche il procoptas, perché stirava e tagliava, procrino, craino, crauset, pettonia. Insomma, la disuguaglianza alle radici dell'essere. No, ti tagli i piedi, a te li stiro, sei un nano, a te taglio la gobba, tu sei magro, ti infagotto il letto. L'umanità razionale di procruste, zoppa, stirata, mutilata, finalmente uguale nel mondo cruo, procoptas, cupé, procroon, l'idea furore, misura della Grecia, il sole a picco, nella strada del Cefiso presso Megara, la luna di Procruste, qui, tra i grattacieli, nei parlamenti, tra le scatole in serie di consumo, tutte uguali, la ragione assoluta, procraino, procruste, custe pro, ma stirare, tagliare, procoptas, con le macchine perfette, il letto dell'automazione, dormire. Sono gli uomini in serie e la luna nelle case, in scatola, procruo, cruste, crauset, coptas pro, i robot della terra, della luna, la luna invasa dagli uomini procruste. Date specchi agli occhi del pavone, pav, pavo, tavon, taon, tavus, date specchi al pavone, gli altri occhi, specchio, l'occhio, il pavone, paos, tasis, uguale estensione, la coda estesa a ventaglio, occhi, occhi, non vedono la coda, date specchi, accogli i colori dell'Oriente, gli occhi coda, taus, fau, pavon, la vanità, paua, pav, non pavoneggia, l'occhio senza specchi, date specchi al pavone. Caccia, cassa, chasse, chasse, cassa, cacciare, casiare, captare, tentare, sforzarsi di prendere, impadronirsi, captus, capere, perseguitare gli animali selvatici, tendere insidie per catturarli. L'uomo è cacciatore, nelle campagne, sui monti, alle paludi, riserva di caccia, tra le case nei sotterranei, dentro i grattacieli, contro altri uomini, bambini, donne, vecchi, captare, prendere, uccidere, torturare, cazzare, cabzare, chiusi, contro i muri, alle fughe. Fare come lo struzzo, mettere la testa nella sabbia per non vedere, struzio, stroftos, stroition, strauss. Eppure lo struzzo uccello saggio, avestruzzo, avis struzio, il più grande dei volatili, sta coi piedi sulla terra dove sono i ripari. Tutti i quadrupedi gli stanno dietro. Ostruzzo, che nasconde la testa mentre infuriano sul suo corpo, strutto. Non vedere, stroff, chi lo colpisce, obstrus, ostrich, forse un amico inferocito, il buio, generoso, struzio, stroit, in sostanza è il principio della fede, struzzo, straus, fare come lo struzzo, avis strut. Labirinto di specchi, l'uscita che tu vedi in fuga, labirintos, là, verso i liberi cieli, vetro piatto, ci sbatti, la folla si moltiplica, vie, grovigli, labirint, sei tu, 100, ti sfiorano, vanno, l'inganno della solitudine Metrapolis. Nascita, origine moriente, l'origine ignota, origo, origem, ordium, origine lissi, dove il punto primo è sommerso, continuità radici, seme, albero, cielo e ancora radici, la terra, origem, ortus, occidente, l'Oriente. La vita è un bagliore nella notte nox, nix, nictos, nacta, nas, sparire, essere dannoso, perire dunque, nex, la morte, nuocere, noxa, nocere, ma tu non sei dannosa, notte che atterrisci, nisso, spavento, notte magna, nuda, sparisce la luce, il vortice e la notte ci avvolge, senza preferenze infine, tutti uguali, i figli della notte, nat, nocce, nuecci.
Ihr seid die Zeugen des magischen Tanzes, der Formen und Klänge. You are those who live to see the magic dance of sounds and visions. Entspannt und freut euch am brausenden Strom. Unbend yourself and trust in me and fall into the raging stream. Alle Dinge durch euch hindurchfließen. Let all the things pass through your mind. Know thyself. Don't be blind. Möge der Wasserfall der Bilder und Gedanken euch führen, wohin er will. The whirl of thoughts and mental pictures may guide you wherever it wants to.
Questi uomini sono sacchi di pelle, pelle chiazzata da flatulenze solari, sacchi di pelle malata. Malata di calore. Questi uomini sbriciolano montagne, questi uomini muovono valli.
E tutti i primogeniti periranno.
Immolando le generazioni. Queste donne sono fasci di verghe, spighe calde e turgide, su cui pietre di lava nera. Questi uomini queste donne danno spettacolo della loro morte ai nostri occhi piccoli. Muoiono mordendo il cuore della bestia accanto. A migliaia con la bocca aperta e pezzi di carne rossa via. Scivola via. Carne rossa via. Fra i denti gialli e salati.